and then I put I even cleaned it with vinegar.
Matt, you
Probably
have
upped it.
you have this explosive memory.
Oh shit!
No, it's not
Oh,
explosive. It's
Literally.
not like
Yeah, you like
not
so
yet.
It's not.
Not yet.
oh my god, you got
I have
Oh,
not ate Taco Bell in like a
you
couple
keep yo, he
weeks.
driving me
again,
fucking crazy.
you
He driving me fucking crazy.
listen.
It don't got nothing to he still keeps saying
You,
Taco Bell. He
you
still
said
keeps
Taco Bell.
he
No,
still
we
keeps
said,
saying Taco Bell.
Matt. It
Matt,
started.
it,
It started at Taco Bell, but the same farm that Taco Bell gets their lettuce, most of the country gets their lettuce from.
Oh,
That's what she said. She kind of said that like 3 times too. So yeah, them goddamn doo-doo sweats are killing you right now. Oh man.
they don't help. This is just a fucked up situation.
Oh man, I had something to say, but this shit is too funny. Literally, this shit is too funny.
It's
But
not that
I'm
funny.
just gonna,
This is
I'm just gonna play the intro. I'm just gonna play the intro.
I ain't got no motherfucker. That's why I ain't fucking your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Save money. Save money. First off, fuck your bitch and I click you claim. What's up, I'm here, I'm equipped again. You claim to be a player, but I pack your fight. Who bust from bad boys, nigga, fuck for life. That's profit and I see me be caught. I slip because smile at you in the mafia, some more gas bitches. Save money. Save money.
Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
Yeah.
yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, it just some people need
Is
to know.
that for the gas prices that's been going up? Is that what that about?
No, that's about everybody complaining about how I was talking about people being ugly and requesting shit, and I'm doubling down on it. Stop asking for shit if you don't look up to par, if you don't meet the requirements, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, all of that. Stop asking for shit, right? Now, originally, it was going to be a lot more sinister than that, but because of the recent developments, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Yerrr Sports Show. I'm your host, Big Baby, aka the soul of R&B. And at the bottom of the pyramid today,
Some shitty.
oh
This
man,
shit ain't
yeah,
right.
you're right. You're right.
This shit ain't right.
This shit ain't right for real.
Yo, it's bad when you hear when you start hearing your stomach bubble. It's bad, bro. This ain't it.
We have BK Matt, aka Henny Bobby Brown, aka Mr. Albany, aka Doodoo Brown, Doodoo Brown. Oh my
Hey.
This
gosh.
ain't right.
Yeah.
I was trying to be healthy. You
Mhm.
know, made me and the family some spinach, creamy spinach, and
Oh, the cream made it work.
yes, this ain't right.
That made my stomach hurt.
Oh, but yeah, Matt, you know how that feel, right? Oh my god.
This shit
It's
ain't
my
funny.
oh, the
This shit
shit
ain't
is funny
funny.
for sure.
This shit is
To
not
the,
funny.
to the right, we have Air Infinity herself, Tehova, 100K Tay, aka Queen Tay. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, everybody? How we doing? I'm doing all right. Can't
Oh man.
complain. I'm not
I couldn't.
like Matt right now. He got that cyclobenzoprene stomach that's happening right now. I don't know. That effed up, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know how long we're
I
gonna
don't
have
know
Matt.
if I had that. I don't know
You
how long.
have it, Matt.
Because
I'm
I didn't
telling
eat
you right
Taco Bell.
now.
That's
You
bad.
have it. I'm tired of. You know what? I'm gonna keep. You drive me insane. All that. You know the thing is, you're like a pit bull. I just mentioned Taco Bell one time. And you can say, well, I didn't eat Taco Bell. Duh, you had cream spinach with the shitty lettuce. And now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at you. All curdled up. Your stomach all bubbling. Look at you. And then nobody told you to get cream spinach with the. You never tell you what happened. You know what? They deported everybody who washed their hands at these factories, and now they want everything American made. And these American people be mad nasty, and they don't wash their damn hands when they're handling food. So you got 5 nasty motherfuckers handling lettuce for millions of people across the country.
You got anything else to say about Matt's explosive problem?
Nope. No, I think I said all that. You heard what I said about people not washing their hands and working in the factories because they wanted to deport everybody.
Yes, we definitely heard
Okay,
that.
that was the most important piece of my argument. Now look at us. Gas prices are high. There's shit in the lettuce. You know, I don't know what else to say.
Canada on fire.
Yes,
Wendy to cover the 2K.
I do think he
I might
deserved
go on
that.
straight. I'm going on straight.
I think he deserved the cover. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. He deserved the cover. Come on, let's be real here. He had a monster year. He had a monster
He
year.
did. He
had a
did. But
monster
I feel like Jalen Brunson could have been the opposite cover or something if you really want to go
Yeah,
there.
but you know there's always a 2K curse, so keep my Knicks far away from that.
I guess, right.
Shoot. I didn't know there was a 2K curse. I know the Madden curse for sure. Guaranteed Madden curse. Every time. It never fails. It never ever fails.
Yeah, but they had to have been planning on Wemby from months. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. I
Yeah,
think that's an agreement that happens way before the season ended,
absolutely.
and I do think that Wemby deserved it. I'll be honest with you. Maybe next year it'll be Brunson, but this year it had to be Wemby.
Yeah. Matt, what you doing over there with your mic?
I was leaning, trying to fix
Exactly. It sounds like a toilet.
It do sound like a toilet, though. I wish you could.
Like, geez, please, let's have some decorum, guys.
Matt, when you run in the bathroom, just
I'm just gonna take my mic off.
Put it on
mute.
yeah. You take your mic
All
off for that. We'll close it. But what we were saying is the first topic of the day is we were listening to the Young Miami song. Y'all were jamming out, and it had me thinking, how come our generation and Tay, some of your generation as well, don't connect with today's music?
Honestly, it could be the tempo of it. It's a lot of it is fast. Like the drill music in general is like the tempo of it is real fast. So it's hard to like catch on to it. But our generation more was with rhythm. Like we like to party, we like to dance, where this generation is not really into that type of feel. They're into like I was talking to a couple of the kids probably not too long ago, and they were just literally saying they go to parties and they don't dance. They just stand there and mean mug or like show guns and throw money and shit. I'm like that's what a party is to y'all. Y'all spend whatever amount of money y'all spend to get into clubs just to stand there. That was never our generation. Our generation, we had fun. Like even the things that we talked about, it was centered around like love. It wasn't so much snitching or so much telling people, that we shot this person and now they got to spend the block on it, or like I'm smoking your homeboy that pack, and I'm like, yo, it's a whole lot of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just like shit that we can't really vibe to. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to say, God rest his soul, Pop Smoke might have been the last drill rapper we can really say that we vibe to a degree, because it wasn't crazy fast. He had some like substance to what he was saying, and I'm not saying like all drill rappers is like that, but it's like a great portion of them, so much so that you can't really remember their name. And a lot of these artists that are being successful, I don't know their name. So it's like I don't have nothing to. Our generation don't have nothing in common with this generation of artists. I would guess. I would say that that's probably what it is.
Queen, your thoughts?
She froze again. I think she froze again.
Yeah, she might be frozen again. Uh, take tap. If you here, all right. Well, I think. Oh, there you go. Take. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Now we could.
Can you hear
Hear
me?
you. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Matt, to a certain degree. I also think that the same way we say there's a generational divide between us and our parents are not as wide, there's a generational gap with the commercialization of hip hop, right? So back in the days, we listened to the radio, and that's how we knew what was popping. You would hear 5 or 6 different artists at the same time. Now you hear the same 4 songs on the radio, and you can't really, or even if you listen to the radio connection, these kids don't play outside, so let alone they're not going to go to the club and do the dances. We were seeing a resurgence during COVID when people were doing TikTok dances and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's so different. I don't really connect to any of the music that I really hear. Um, and I think maybe we just getting too old for this shit.
Hey, hey. I just think that it's like it's a disconnect, like y'all are saying. It's a definitely a disconnect, and I know our parents, or I'm more so our grandparents, felt that disconnect to our parents' music as well, where when the early '90s was coming out and gangster rappers really getting into it. I know it was just like the worst time imaginable for people, for some of the older people who was like, yeah, we don't want to hear this stuff. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? And now, since we're the adults now, we're hearing some of the music. We're the same way. We're like, yeah, what are y'all talking about? What exactly y'all talking about? Y'all not even saying words on half the songs. Like y'all are mumbling, y'all are just making noises on the song, and these are the songs that's making money. These are the tracks that are making money. These are the things that are getting people in magazines. These are the people. These are the people who are getting record deals. These are and that's another thing, right? Record deals are not the same anymore
Mm-hmm.
because you really don't need a record deal now.
Yeah.
You can put the track up on YouTube. You put the track up on the internet. You have the right social media presence. Now you have a hit. Literally, it's
Right,
one of those things where you annoy
but
people.
you know what? What really constitutes it now?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before there was like a music video. There's no more music videos
Hmm.
like that. There's no more
Hmm.
like you got to get on the radio. There's no more MTV. There's no more BET. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like everybody could be a rapper whenever they want to, or a
Which counts
singer,
as a
or
hit.
R&B. Like what counts as
In
a hit?
today's standard, what counts as a hit?
Yes,
Honestly, the biggest hit
yes,
of this year to me was Folded. And that's why I say it's a hit because all generations vibe with Folded, right?
I hate
Like
the song.
I mean, yeah, I fucked with it. I know it was on one of our playlists that we released for this summer. It might have been Dre's, if I'm not mistaken, but like there was nowhere you can go without hearing the song Folded. But
I agree.
like that generation, like that, I think that constitute a hit. If all generations can collectively vibe to it, that constitute as a hit. Now you got your Rod Waves that are like uber successful, but you don't hear him as much on the radio.
Right. I
You
never
hear him a
heard of
lot
Rod
on the
Wave.
Florida. You hear a lot of
Yeah.
him in Florida or like in the South, or like if you get around your kids, they play Rod Wave. But again, you're not hearing it on the radio. Like our days, we knew a hit was a hit because we heard it on the radio or we saw
Yeah.
it on
Or
106 and
MTV.
Park. Or
Yeah.
yeah, or whereas now everything is TikTok or YouTube or like reels where they're like, you know, they're either making a dance to it. Like it's crazy. Like I'm so disconnected from my kids' music. I'm like, and even I'm not just, you know, my biological kids, but my kids that, you know, I work with. I'm listening to NBA YoungBoy and Little Papa, and I'm like, yo, who the hell is Little Papa? Not
Never.
realizing boy killed himself a year and a half ago. He's gone, but they still play his music. Rod Wave gets more play everywhere that I go, and that's not just in Florida. That's in PA. That's in New York. I didn't even know Rod Wave even did a concert in Brooklyn in New York, but he did,
I never heard of.
and
I
it's
never
sold out.
heard at all.
I might. I only really. Now I'm more familiar with his music because of where I'm at. But before, like working with kids, I didn't hear Rod. I didn't even know who the hell Rod Wave was.
Yeah.
But all I know is he's always depressed. That's all I knew.
You know what's crazy though? It still doesn't register. I wonder if it's considered a hit song, or if it's because of the people follow the personality more than the music.
That could be it
You
too.
get what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it.
I think it's the personality, because when you think about it, we used to we used to like relate success with commercial success, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's like these people are making money. I don't think they're making money off their music, if I have to be
Mm-mm.
honest with you. I think they're
Mm-mm.
making money off of their notoriety. I think they're making money off of their brand. That's why brand has become so important. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think music is making money like that. I still think that, like, look at it, everybody is obsessed with nostalgia. That's why people like Drake are still popular. That's why people are flocking to a Jay-Z concert or a Beyonce concert and stuff like that, because of the cultural movement that is associated with them. I do think that there is like Dre said it too. Like, yes, there was a big cultural difference between our grandparents and our parents, right? But that was a direct correlation of the crack era. I think the distance between us and our children is because of the social media era and how that impacted life in general. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like, whereas we listen to our parents' music, right?
Yeah.
Our kids don't
Yep.
listen to our music
Hmm.
No, it's
unless
crazy.
Yeah.
it's crazy, but it's true.
Yeah. I think us and our generation and our parents
Are
probably have
connected.
more are connected more in
Mm-hmm.
almost everything, including the music, versus the prior generations and the future generations. And Tay said it. That we're the last generation of actually being outside.
Yes.
Yo,
Like,
Dre,
literally.
Tay, you want to hear something crazy?
Mm,
Always.
Imagine 10 to 15 years from now and realizing nobody's really going to be listening to Anita Baker like that,
I know.
or going to even know who Anita Baker is, or
Or
even Whitney
Stephanie
Houston.
Mills.
Like,
Stephanie
you get what I'm
Mills.
saying?
Or like Anita
That
Baker,
fucks with me.
Keith Sweat. Keith
yeah.
Sweat. Like, like I said, Anita Baker, Sade, you know, different people who we grew up listening to. And like you said, like, I'm more of a Zennial. Like, I'm between Gen X and Millennial. So I grew up listening to Bob Marley. I grew up listening to, Michael Jackson and Prince and all this stuff like that. Michael Jackson's been gone almost as long as my daughter's been alive. Prince has been
And
gone for 10 years.
hmm
It's scary.
I went to the
And
Jay-Z concert. There was no YNs at all.
no,
No YNs.
I had to explain to a kid. why Jay-Z was what like even though I'm a big Jay-Z fan, he's my number 2 in my top 5. But I had to explain how nice Hov was. They are
That
reciting NBA YoungBoy like he is God, and I'm saying like,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
hell no, like
yeah.
no.
And there's people who out there on threads saying
Hmm.
that Drake is more impactful than Jay Z. And I'm sitting there saying, yeah, Drake is impactful. I'm never gonna take that away from him. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
agree.
he's had a monster run for about he Drake has had the longevity. People are also trying to play in Drake face. Like Kendrick was not the dude that Kendrick thinks he was all those years. Yes, he's better lyrically, but popularity wise, Drake had it sold down since 2009. You know what I'm saying? But Jay Z has had it sewn down since
Since '96.
1996.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And he wasn't number one. To be real with you, he wasn't number one in '96, right? You
Definitely
still
wasn't.
had Pop, you still had Big, but he was their contemporary.
I want to say Hov took over in 2000 because even in '97, '98, DMX was busting his ass
Yeah,
And
but no, but the thing is,
respectfully.
but no, but you have to think of, mind you, I was outside then, man. I was in high school. When you look at it, they were all doing songs together,
Yeah,
yep.
and those songs were still popular. So let's be real here, right? When you think about 95, 96, when you think about 94, 95, it was Wu Tang, Biggie, Snoop, and
Nas.
Dre. Nas was never fully mainstream either. Nas was never fully mainstream. But Nas was popular in 93, 94, 96. Then you had Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. Then it was
Mm,
Jay-Z, then it was Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule, Diddy, right? Then it was
mm,
DMX and Jay-Z. Then it was Jay-Z and Ja Rule. Then it was Jay-Z and Eminem. Then it was Eminem and 50 Cent. Then they ran it for a while. And then it was that down south shit.
yep. Ludacris, T.I.,
Ludacris,
uh,
T.I., Chingy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
Nelly.
all of
Outcast,
them
all that.
niggas. Nelly,
And
all of
Outcast
them.
been out forever too.
That
So
whole time too. And
Three
but then you
stacks.
remember, but then you had Lil Wayne who was a contemporary of that time too. But now
Hmm.
you can't say that anymore because I remember coming up in high school. In 1 hour, you would hear Jay Z, DMX, Nas, all of them. Now you only hear Drake, maybe Kaylani, maybe some Afro beats,
hmm
and that's it. They don't even play them NBA young boys and shit on the radio. They
They
don't,
don't.
they, and they don't, and they can't. They
and they
can't,
can't,
You want to hear
or
something
and they
funny?
can't.
or at least
Even
not
out
on New
here,
York radio. At least not on New
but
York radio for
yo,
sure.
even in Florida radio, they don't even play none of these new tracks. They play Folded, and they'll probably play like a Beyonce song or like some. I'm trying to think of somebody new that they would play. I heard Spin That. Yeah, you'll hear Spin That, but it'll go right back to the nostalgia. They don't play those. They don't play Rod Wave on the radio like that. They don't play NBA YoungBoy on the radio like that. Not even like that. They don't play them at all. You don't
I
hear them
think
on the radio.
I think the other
The
thing
music
when we
industry
talk
is
about hip hop, because New York is, yeah,
the
I think
epicenter.
because New York, everything, yeah, is New York is the epicenter. Everything runs through New York, and some not as much as L.A. anymore, but everything was is primarily through New York when it comes to especially hip hop, and I would say R&B too, just music in general. But I think that if it's not popping in New York, it's not popping anywhere,
I
and that's
agree.
what a lot of artists understand,
But a
right?
lot of states feels that way though.
Yeah,
Like in
a
the
lot.
South, they feel the same way. Like, oh, if it's not
Mhm.
popping here, it's not popping nowhere. That's how they feel too.
Right, but a lot of
Which
states
is
feel like
hilarious.
that. But the artists themselves know that if you aren't able to get spins in New York, in the clubs in New York, even though the clubs are not the same, we already discussed this.
Hmm.
If you're not able to get spins in New York, on Hot 97 or 105 or whatever other radio stations, right? That song is not going to hit as much. You may get lucky though. You may get lucky.
Mhm.
But this generation is blessed with the internet the way that not our generation was blessed with, right? We had it, but this generation is easy. As I said, put a song on. If people like your personality, they don't care what you say. This is the reason why we have
I
bullshit
agree.
running around on the internet now. This is why we have not just music, but podcasts, content creators. If they like your personality, you do something that makes you, if they do something that makes you smile or laugh or make you happy or something that you remotely agree with, whatever you do, they're going to start following. It takes
I agree.
it takes 5 seconds to engage somebody, and after them 5 seconds are done, you may or may not get a follow, but you're likely to get a follow, and now you're in their algorithm. You're in their algorithm, and now whatever happens, whatever you do, oh yeah, yeah, this sound tough. Yeah, this sound good. This sound good. I give you an example for me, just strictly for me. Um, Montez Ford, right?
Mhm.
I knew he made music, but I didn't know to the extent he made music. Obviously, I follow him because of that magical thing called wrestling that I know nothing about, right? So
Yep.
we, so I seen a couple clips, and then he put out a clip of a song. Now, because I like his personality on perceived wrestling show that I know nothing about, now I'm looking like, oh, I did not know you do this too. So now I'm following his music,
Yep.
and he's actually good though. But like
Oh,
he
absolutely.
he's good. He's
Absolutely.
good.
Mhm.
Uh,
He's one of the most talented. I'll be honest with
hmm
you. He's one of the most talented and dynamic people
hmm
I've ever come across.
yeah,
Ever.
yeah, and it
Ever.
yeah, and it's like all it takes is a little bit. All it takes is a little bit, whether it comes to music or whatever people do online. They just have to like your personality, and whatever you put out is going to get hits. And now people are not so worried about like back then when we were listening to Jay, Nas, Hove, even the R&B people when we had the Boys Men, the Jodeci's, the Brandys, the Monicas, Tony Braxton, all of that, right? They didn't. They cared more about what was good than what was bad. Now this generation is using good and bad to get clout because bad press is still good press in them now.
Mhm.
It's not a killer anymore like it used to be.
Mhm.
Bad press used
Mhm.
to send your albums.
Agreed.
Bad press used to send your albums to the grave. Now, bad press is just a bunch of people hating to listen to hear what bullshit you putting out, not realizing you're helping raise their stock by listening to it.
Bro, the music nowadays, like especially these rap, I'm strictly going with rap. Nowadays, rap is pretty much used for court and used to send a warning to your opposition that you're going to come to shoot them. That's usually what it is used for. You don't know how many kids are in prison right now because the cops listen to their music and watch their video and then watch what they put on Instagram and Snapchat. It's crazy. It's just like, yo, music is not the same though. I mean, I like you really sound old saying that now, but it's just like, yo, I listen to music. I'm like, yo, so you literally just spent 2 minutes talking about how you gonna kill somebody
Hmm.
and where you hid the gun and the time frame and the time stamp and then how you put it up on Instagram and why you did it.
yo,
Just
yo,
give
this generation is most telling this on themselves as people, bro.
like I'm like, yo, I'm not listening to that. Like even when I was working on my other job and I had the studio and I was helping these kids, with music and like with recording and stuff, they were like, yo, Mr. Man, how you like what you think? I'm saying like, I know why you in here. Like I really know why you in here. What you mean? You literally just gave your case to the judge. They don't need a jury for you. You pretty much just told that you did this. and you in here, and you ain't going nowhere. Why? Because this is government property that you doing this to. It's gone. Ain't nothing we could do about it.
These kids are the descendants of the children that was left behind in the George under the George Bush administration. I think that's what it is. I think at the end of the day, to be if you really want to get honest, we gotta come to grips with the fact that we old.
Yeah.
And you know what? We was listening to 97.1, we were listening to Hot 97. Now it's time to listen to WBLS. Now it's time to put on the oldie station.
Yeah, yeah,
It's time. Father Time has come.
98.7
Father
Kiss
Time.
FM.
Well, Kiss FM doesn't exist anymore.
I
yeah.
know. I was
But
playing around.
I was about to say something, but that might affect somebody's money, so I ain't gonna say it. But like, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
but
It's
it's time for us to put on the golden oldies, and the golden oldies are from the 80s and the 90s. It's time. I mean, Father Time has come to collect us, man. We
believe
are
it or not, the
washed.
2000s are considered the oldies too. They
Yeah,
heard
that
put it
was
on
20
me,
years
and
ago.
they
yeah.
heard put it on me, and they was like, "Yo, this is trash." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, what?"
Let me tell you something. I'm not taking the quality of music from children.
At all.
And
Right.
I might sound
Hey,
like my
I agree.
grandma. I might sound like all that, but like I'm a person. I like to go out sometimes and whatever, and I still dance.
We put on dance hall music, and they looked at us like, "This is trash," and I'm like, "Yo, what is going on right now?" Like,
But
It's
this is
a
yo,
the Afro.
generation
You
thing.
put on dance hall music in
I
the
put on
Afrobeat
Afro beats.
era.
They said the same thing. They only want to hear drill
Well, that's your
and
audience.
not know where drill came from.
That,
They think drill came from Chicago. It
but
didn't.
that's also your audience too. The audience that you're around is more primarily linked to drill, obviously based on their surroundings and where they grew up, and
Mm.
what's around them. A lot of us now like are more well rounded. Like Tay was just talking about, cut on the golden era music and all this stuff. I'm ready to go to one of them all white parties that the people in the like 50s and 60s go to. I'm ready to
They
go.
still
It's
play in the club
okay.
from 50
Let's
Yeah,
put
Cent to
it's a
our
50
time.
Cent.
Clarks.
It's a time.
Let's put our Clarks on.
Uh huh.
Let's cut a rug or do the
Or
things
wear
that
some
the old people
Hades.
do. It's time. But look, the same way that Father Time. I mean, all right. I said it in the chat. This world is coming to an end.
For shizzle. For
The
shizzle.
Knicks won the championship, right? Knicks in five.
Hove
We
came
have
outside.
Mamdani is America's mayor.
Mm-hmm.
A Muslim is America's mayor.
Mm.
Um, who I think he's doing a phenomenal job. Let's put that there, right?
Phenomenal. You don't make
You
the cover of
know,
our show if you're not phenomenal.
he's phenomenal. Um, Aaron Rodgers started speaking to his parents again.
I was just so confused. Like,
We live in this timeline. I do. It feels like when the superheroes win the movie, right? At the end of the movie, after Thanos done came and fucked everything up, the Avengers came and saved the universe. And right now we are in that little 5 minute post fight
mm-hmm,
scene where everybody is like happy. You know,
mm-hmm.
we finna we gonna get rocked in a couple months, man. I feel it.
Right, the credits is about to roll. Yeah,
The
the
credits
credits.
are about to roll. Because I don't know what timeline we living in. People is, we have shit lettuce all over the goddamn place. Gas is $4 a gallon. Why is that? You get what I'm saying? You can't buy menthol cigarettes nowhere. Like
Mm-hmm.
we are living in the alter. This is like the last good. I don't know, man. We finna get cooked.
Bro, every 6 months we got to wear a mask again.
We
Every
finna
six,
get
every
cooked.
bro,
You said the
every
world's gonna
six
end because
months,
Aaron Rodgers is talking to
every
his parents.
six, every 6 months since COVID, we got to wear a mask. Canada on fire for like the third, fourth year straight.
Yo,
Puerto Rico don't got water. Please pray for them in Puerto Rico
when
because
I
it's
woke
dry
up
out there. Like,
when I woke up yesterday morning and saw that Aaron Rodgers was talking to his parents, I said
you
my
said
prayers.
Bro, when you sent that in the chat, like my chest started hurting. I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we've been. I mean, this feel like that movie Armageddon, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Matt just made his bathroom run. By the way. Oh man. But we're gonna move forward. We ain't gonna wait because we almost at the finish line. So this particular topic, because tell you the storyteller, I chose this one because I just know we about to get some shit. Last episode was me with the peg leg. This episode is definitely you. When it comes to this particular topic. So, Tay, is your high school? Oh, he back. I don't know if he
that's
watching
a
it.
that was a quick shit.
Yeah,
Nah, something happened. It froze.
it was
Yeah,
explosive. It was explosive.
It didn't make like this noise. Like,
something happened for sure. It's explosive.
All right, Tay, is your high school crush still fine?
No, he looks washed and rinsed. He looked like he got washed with with. Okay, okay. So y'all already know the story about my junior high school crush.
The one that
He can
was clapping the
who can go
Down
who can go
syndrome.
straight to he can go straight to hell.
oh my
Right.
god, bro.
My high school crush looks like we didn't even go to high school together. He looked like I had to question myself because we are Facebook friends, right? He looked like he bargained his way
Oh my
onto
god.
this planet.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
yo, what?
His hairline touches the crown of his head.
Mm-mm.
He refuses to shave his head bald. I don't know why. He hasn't grown since high school,
Mm-mm.
and he looked like he does drugs. Like it's really bad. And I let to reflect to myself, like what was lacking in me that I thought that this guy was like everything.
Oh
Like
my
I'm like,
god.
oh my god, he's so handsome. He's so this. He's so that. And then yeah, he looks like he's been washed. Like, all right, he looks like he was rolling around in cat litter, right? And then someone was like, you know what, you gotta take these clothes off. And then they wash his clothes in the dirtiest washing machine known to man with Dawn soap. Didn't put
Wait,
any
the
fabric
shit that they
softener.
cleaned off the animals with?
Like the oily ducks, right? And then like they didn't put no fabric softener, so he came out crusty. And then left them like hung dry, not even just dried. He looks ashy. Every picture I see of him, like it's like he had that one Burberry shirt from like his baby shower in like 2007, and then he had the unmitigated audacity to try to talk to me like about 5 years ago. He was like, you know, I always liked you, right? I was like, we went to school together. Oh,
Yeah.
knowing damn well, I thought he was the finest thing ever. Now, let's say this. I ran into a homeboy at the Jay-Z concert that I went to high school with. And Father Time has been merciful and bountiful and beautiful to him because he was fine. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say nothing. But he recognized the queen because I was at the concert, of course, doing the concert things. And he recognized me and I recognized him immediately. And I was like, oh, my, how we've grown over the past 25 years. And he looks fine as hell. I wanted to tell him so bad. I just, you know what? I'm on an anti man and I'm on an anti dating diet right now. So I
Mercy,
wasn't
mercy.
gonna, I wasn't gonna do the things, but he looks fine as fuck. I'll give him that much. He lucky. He lucky. He lucky he ain't meet me 6 months ago. Because he would have got taken down to Pound Town. All right, I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
But a little word, he would have went to the Queendom. He would have been welcome to the Queendom. Okay, because he looked fine as hell. He looked fine as hell, and we had a little hug. The Queen felt some feelings, and then I had to go on a little royal search to see how long he's been fine. And he's been fine since we left high school. Shout outs to you. You've been taking care of yourself. Ugh. I felt a little vibe, but shit, the queen is on a royal strike. After my junior high school crush completely ruined my whole idea of love.
Ruined everything. Ruined everything.
He ruined everything.
Ruined everything.
He ruined everything. But you know what's so crazy? I'm a person, I got finer over the years. So like guys see me now and be like, damn, whatever. But damn, he was so good looking.
We
Shout outs to him.
We'll let you.
And I don't even be like, and I don't even like light skinned dudes like that.
You don't. You don't.
I like them as dark as 3 a.m. on a summer night.
Under the bed.
Under the bed. I like them as dark as the crease between my ass and my leg. I like them as dark as an insulin resistant person's neck, bro. I like a man that I can only see his teeth. So if you know that, if I'm saying that a light skinned dude is fine, he was fucking fine. He smelled good too. Jesus Christ. He smelled like 2007. He smelled like he was wearing Sean John. That's how close I got. And that's the little.
All right, Jay.
I did one of these. Like I wrapped my hand around, like when you give a hug, but instead of like hugging his shoulders, I hugged the back of his neck.
Oh yeah, you was in it.
I was in there. I'm like, this is the most excitement I've had in a long time. And then my other high school crush, he looks like all these dudes look much old. Like, where did I think they were fine? Like, I don't get it. And then one of them is in jail for murder for life. So there that go. That shows that I have no sense of truth.
Matt.
We going high school crush? Or we going all the crushes that we've had?
No, you on high school specifically.
Nigga, did you see the rundown?
No, he didn't. He was shitting. That's why. His stomach was hurting.
Runs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Runs. Couldn't see
You
the
saw
rundown.
no. You saw the rundown. You probably only looked at the first part of it. You saw what we was going to talk about.
Because he got ADHD.
No. Yeah. And the tisms, all of them. Just
all
running wild.
He's right in the middle of the spectrum.
Right.
Oh, man. So you said high school crush?
High school. Yes, high school. We know you was a hoe. We know you was a hoe in high school, so limit.
I really wasn't. You sound like her. I was not a hoe in high school.
You know what's unfortunate? I was a hoe in high school. Not a sex hoe, because I wasn't doing all that. But I had 3 boyfriends. One in school, one at church, and one at home.
Oh no, you was a pimp.
I want to say like what? From freshman to sophomore year, I had one girlfriend. After that, I wasn't trying to be in a relationship. Did I have a crush?
No, I wasn't trying to be in a relationship at 15.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna hold you. One, because she moved, so I was like, I wasn't trying to really have none. It was just I dated, but they were like high school relationships. Them shits go with the wind. So it wasn't. So
Word.
after the one
3 months
moved, I wasn't.
That ass 3 months in a 3-month high school relationship felt like a year.
Yeah. So I mean, after one move, there was one that I did really vibe with, but she moved too. So after that, I was just like, oh, fuck this. It was basketball. That's all it was. It was basketball. But did I have this one girl? Yeah, she smoked out now. I'm talking about like look like a whole jelly bean. She is round,
She's shaped like a wisdom tooth.
boy. She shaped like Mrs. Puffo of SpongeBob. It's crazy. Like I'm talking about after SpongeBob. I'm talking about after SpongeBob getting into a goddamn accident. That big. It's crazy. And smoked out. So I mean,
it be like that.
I do. And the crazy thing is, like, we were talking for a little bit, but I just wasn't feeling the vibe, and that was that. It was just a crush. She was a cheerleader. She was light skinned, had the long hair that was hers. I was feeling some type of way, and it just didn't work out. It is what it is. But now she's shaped like, like Mrs. Puff. None more, none less. And my homeboy hit. So I'm really not checking for it now. That not even on, not friends with Facebook or nothing. I'm good. I don't want no parts. Like I don't even want to be viewed. But it's crazy how that turned around. Like when you used to be the shit in a certain time frame, and then life tell you suck my dick and shit. Like life hits you with that. It's crazy. Cause what I mean, like she was high maintenance like a
like 2026
motherfucker.
right now, bro.
Boy, it was high maintenance like a motherfucker. I'm talking about like them little stuck up bougie chicks, the one that only date niggas that's in their 20s and they only 16.
Yeah, well, you know what? She was a sexual assault victim, and she just don't want to fucking say it.
She's true.
Well, she looked like
No,
she got
I'm
the trauma
I'm
from it.
grateful. I'm grateful. I never, even though I would say at that age, of course, like the older boys was trying to get with me and this, that, and the third. But I'm grateful. I saw them as sexual predators from then. Because I'm thinking to myself, what could we possibly have in common? I listen to Backstreet Boys, bro, and Spice Girls.
Yo, why did
Yeah,
I got a question. Why did all the girls of I want to say born from 82 to 93 have this Spice Girl?
Because there was five girls who had five different personalities, and you saw yourself in the personality. Like you had a sporty Spice. If you was a tomboy, like I was partially, I was half. I was like a half tomboy, half prissy girl. You get what I'm saying? So I saw myself in Scary Spice. I saw myself in this one. So it's like the identity shit started from then. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like when you guys look at Belle Biv DeVoe, you look at Boyz II Men and stuff. You're like, you know what? I'm like the shy one, so I relate to this one. Or I'm the bad boy, so I relate to that one. So with the Spice Girls, it was like that was like the first time you had women, like a female boy band,
Mm.
hmm
and we didn't want to bang the Spice Girls, but we just
Nah,
loved the Spice Girls. Well, some of them did. You know, we have a lot of
yeah,
lesbians,
y'all
but
still listen. Y'all still listen to the music. It's crazy.
yeah, then we do.
I know she still listens to the music. I'm like, I'm in the car looking at her like, really?
it's good music.
Okay.
We we
Nah.
we loved the boy band back then. We loved y'all did more of the B2K and them light skinned dudes that
Pretty
came after
Ricky's.
them. No, there
Yeah.
was a light skinned group.
I had
There was a
radio.
B5.
light skinned group.
I had radio
J5, but
Disney.
no, that
B5.
they had a
B5.
B5. They had a light. They were all light skinned.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's B5.
yeah. That was the
Dre, what
J5.
about yours? Because mine looks washed. He looks so bad. He looks so bad. Like it's not even a joke, and I'm not even trying to be like, cause I could have had him back then if I wanted to. He like all the girls liked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, hmm. There was another one that like I saw him dressed up. He ended up being trans now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's trans now. He's trans now. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna put his business. I'm not gonna put her
he's
business on Front Street. But He was a really good looking boy, and he's a really ugly girl.
Ha.
All power to
Oh,
them.
oh,
But
oh,
they
yes.
train, and I ran into them like 15 years ago, and they were sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yo, it took a second. It took a second. Oh,
Shout out to my trans people. You know I'm all for trans rights. You know I'm all for
shout,
that.
shout, shout out to them. Shout out to them.
But he really,
Uh,
he did. I hope that he really like found a stylist or somebody that really could. I hope she. I feel disrespectful by saying he. I hope that they found a person to help them with their style because the style wasn't given. It was given Rocky Horror. It was given Rocky Horror.
real monsters.
Yeah. Like and they didn't want to see me either. They were trying to be ashamed. And I was like, no, 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 no. Don't be
He said, no,
ashamed.
no, no.
I
No,
know who you are. You come and you give Auntie a hug.
come here, Optimus Prime. Come on.
Come here. Come here.
Uh, all right, so I don't know which direction I want to go with it, with this, y'all, because the real part of it is most of my people from high school follow me, or most of the people I like that was like I was cool with from high school follow me, and we just lost Matt. We already know what's up. So most of the people from high school follow me, and then obviously y'all and my friends and family follow me, and the unfortunate part is that I got to be real specific on how I say things because anything could be taken out of context.
Oh,
But
for sure.
but 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 um, there was this one person. This was the one at one point, and she didn't show up to school half the time. We met when when I was playing basketball. I was a little dirty little kid playing basketball. I didn't know nothing about hygiene then, but some of the women liked me. I didn't understand. And this one particular one, her eyes changed color and stuff when she, depending on her mood and everything. I was like, oh wow. And then she
Nah,
played
that's lit.
basketball too. Yeah, she played basketball too, and we vibed and connected. And things didn't work out because we were young and everything like that. And we somewhat tried again when we were older, but it was like, but she's still fine. Like she's still really fine. This was one of those. You ever see one of those people that's in school that's like that's undercover fine? Like people
Yes.
know they fine, but they're not like
Yes.
they're not out there enough to know
Yes. They're
that.
not full of themselves.
Yeah, they're not full of themselves. They also not bringing attention to themselves that they are fine. But this was her fine, like fine, and she kept up her fineness. Kids and all later, still fine. I'm like, you know what? God bless you. God bless you. Now there's another one that just, whoo, man. It was one of those things where why did I get with this person in high school? Because this person looked like this person looked like ugh in high school, and then after high school they looked like ooh what the fuck, like hot what the fuck off the platter,
Yes.
and I was
Yes.
just like, what happened? How did you regress? Like you were already like
Might be hard.
nah, shit hard not hard enough for not hard enough to her to make a change.
Yo, yo, but dead ass though,
Mm.
I don't know what it is, but y'all 80s. The girls that came up in y'all
Yes.
80s, they're wait. I find it like a lot of them are more smoked out and pills and drinking.
Hmm. My 80s is what 80, 88, 89, and because I was born in 91, and
Yeah, so,
your 80s is what?
yeah,
Yeah, your 80s is
84.
84. So yours got ended up having that woof. So, but
Yeah,
I was a lot of
a lot of my girls are smoking weed.
yeah, a lot, and then a lot of the girls in not a lot of the girls in high school, but some of these girls in high school they just start smoking super early and just never stop, and then become just completely washed by the time they become something. And I was just like,
I agree.
this is this is no good. Um, I had more than one high school crush, but a couple of them are still fine, and then there are other ones of them look like you should probably revert back a little bit and go back and change some things, which is literally the next topic. But you should really go back and just redo some things in your life because you look crazy. Now in high school, shoot, some people were like, oh, I look like the ugly duckling, and I will post a picture of myself in high school. I will post my high school picture compared to what I looked then to what I look like now. Whole different story. Whole different story. Whole different Dre from then. Whole different Dre. Like I could have got now. I could have gotten them people that I wanted to, and even now I could get some of those people that I wanted. I wanted, but I don't want them no more. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But while we're here to wrap this up, what is one thing? I just need one. I just need one. What is one thing that you would change about your high school time, your time in high school, if you had a chance to go back to
Let's
change
go
it?
to Matt first. Just you gotta go to Mr. Sensitive right there.
I'm not sensitive, nigga. Okay.
Your stomach is sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Henny bubble
Um.
guts over there.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yo,
You're
when
Um.
you
right.
wear you wear a green do rag too.
Got that explosive durag on. Huh?
What would I change about high school though? Shit. I didn't even get to enjoy my last year or two in high school because I was in so much shit my sophomore year, going into my junior year, that I had to like knuckle down just to graduate on time. So I didn't even really get to enjoy my senior year. So if I would change anything, I would probably change how I went about my high school term all around. I probably would have tried to focus more, tried to enjoy being in South Shore. But I was so active with everything, I wasn't even really trying to be a part of anything with South Shore. I was all over the place. I was at Boys and Girls most of the time. There'll be times that I go to Grady. There'll be times that I go to Lincoln or Sheepshed, or I'll go to JFK in the Bronx. I never was really, you know, at my school to like really enjoy being in high school. I was too busy being outside. So if I would change anything, I would have probably tried to like take in more being inside South Shore. Honestly,
Pause.
like yeah,
Pause.
pause. That was crazy. That was wild.
That
But
was
you know what I mean.
insane.
But you know what I mean. But like I would have tried to enjoy being in high school.
No,
I
I
wouldn't have
agree.
cut so much.
Yeah, cutting class is fun. That's the point.
There was. I was. I wish I could take that back. I would do that back because going to night school and going to day school
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
You old as fuck going
yeah.
to night school, bro.
I was doing both just to catch up all that I missed so I can graduate on time. Like I went to prom. I didn't even really get to enjoy prom. I got
I
my
didn't go to.
diploma and then go to graduation.
Mm,
Then go on the senior trip. I ain't get to really do anything. Like I ain't even play for my high school basketball team.
Yeah, I feel you.
I play AAU. I ain't even play for my team.
Hey, you was better
Shit
though.
crazy. Nah, it is. It's just I didn't vibe with the coach at the time because he was like, "Oh, you're short. Like you're good, but you're short." And I was like, "I bet." I use that shit as motivation. That's why every time I played, like his team, his AAU team, I cooked them. I cooked them. And then my senior year, he was like, "Wait, you go here? Why you not on the team? You cut me my freshman year." So yeah,
Mm, mm. Me or you, Tay?
I could go. Um, so there's a couple of things I would have changed about high school. I would not have fought so much. I probably would have stayed in one high school. I went to three different high schools, and during my high school career, um,
Damn
I wouldn't
straight.
have dated a drug dealer when I was in high school. I wouldn't have done that. But other than that, like I was in cheerleading, I was in basketball, I was in student council, I was the president of choir. Um, I did a lot during my high school years. But yeah, I probably would have dated better, I would say. Um, I had an infatuation with having a duality of being young, gifted, and black from kind of from the hood, kind of not. You get what I'm saying? Like being hood adjacent. I think I would have been kinder to myself. I was really hard on myself. You get what I'm saying? And I felt like I still had a lot of growing up to do. When I went to Yale after for a summer or two summers, that basically changed my perception of a lot, and it made me feel like I was worth more than the circumstances I was putting myself in. You know, fighting all the time, putting razor blades in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit like that that I had no business doing. You know, I walked around with a massive chip on my shoulder as a young girl. And, you know, a lot of the times I didn't have to be that way. You get what I'm saying? Because I had gone through some things, you know, I had been through a lot of things during my being young. And a lot of things that I didn't even open up to my parents about until I got into my 30s. You know, things that like being assaulted, you know, you know, being that girl who was torn between the hood and not being hood. Like I was too hood for some of my suburban friends and too suburban for some of my hood friends. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like I didn't have to do all that. You know, I didn't have to do all that. And the fighting thing I think was a big thing. And like I would have stayed in one school. I just would have went to Nazareth instead of going to three different schools. You know, I was fighting a lot, and it was for no reason. Now that I look back at it, but like putting myself in survival mode, and I didn't have to. I didn't like it was shit that I did myself. Like my parents got me whatever the fuck I wanted. I'm
Yeah,
not one of them kids who be like, oh, you know, my mom ain't home, I have nothing to eat or nothing like that. Like, I didn't have those struggles. So I should have stopped acting like I had those struggles.
there we go.
It was ultimately on me. But I had a phenomenal senior year. You know, I had a great freshman year. That middle was a little shaky. A lot of you guys don't know, but like my someone who assaulted me, he was murdered when I was in high school, and it was a really complicated situation. You know, so that played a role. And then the guy that I was in love with and that my boyfriend when I was a senior, he died when I was in college. So there was a lot going on there. You get what I'm saying? But if I would have did it all over again, I would have stayed in one school. I would have just dug into sports like I love sports. I would have. My academics were always good. I was always a good student. But like I would have kept my temper in check.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, she had a temper. I didn't have a temper. It was just niggas always wanted to try me. That was the crazy thing. It's like, they always wanted to try me. Yeah, man.
I always had a I want you to try me type of
Mhm.
thing. Like I told my daughter, I was in freshman year. I went to every table in Nazareth. It was like, I'm the baddest bitch in this fucking school. And whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you can fight me after school.
Yeah, you was wilding. you was just
You know,
you was
niggas in
wilding.
Nazareth was ass. It was them Tilden niggas that was always on
No,
some
but you
weird
know the
shit.
problem with the thing is with Naz was different. What y'all didn't realize was some of them dudes, they were thugs whose parents were nurses.
Yeah,
And they would come to school with guns because we didn't have metal detectors
I know.
and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So the Tilden kids knew who to try and they know who not to try. We had some thugs at Nazareth too.
In the tie in the uniform. My
I
homeboy
should
went
have
to
stayed at
Nazareth.
Nas because I ran. I was popular wherever I went. I always had a good, decent group of friends, you know, and I was doing shit that I hadn't, and I was hanging out with some people who were fucking losers too.
We all did at some point.
Yeah,
We all did. Um,
but yes,
what I
that's me.
what I would change. I would lock down more on the books and my grades. I was never a bad. I'm not stupid or anything like that. I was just lazy in school. Like I didn't want to do no homework. I didn't want to do no homework, none whatsoever. You can put me in class. You put a test in front of me. I'm going to pass it.
Same.
Point blank. Period. I'm gonna pass the test. Do I want to do homework? No, because why should I have to do homework if you're gonna give me the test? I'm gonna pass it anyway. I'm retaining the information that you're giving me. I just don't feel like doing homework. And then after a while, I didn't feel like going to school in general. I just wanted to play basketball. This is after like I wasn't getting a run on the basketball team or anything like that. Um, I wasn't as good as I later became, but I felt like I was better than a lot of the people that was getting run. And then the coach was showing favoritism and all that stuff. So then after a while, I was like, I don't want to be near none of that. And yeah, like if that honestly, like I said, I don't have anything extra elaborate about it. But this is the just me digging deeper into my grade, getting my grades up and keeping my grades at a certain point would have been perfect because I didn't graduate on time. I literally graduated January of the next year of 2010. I was supposed to be on 09. I didn't have to go to school from June 09 to January 2010. I just had a few assignments I had to do. And the crazy part about it is that my guidance counselor, God bless her, but she miscounted my credits. Originally, I was going to graduate on time. And then they saw, like, oh, you don't have enough credits. I'm like, how many am I missing? 3. So I didn't go to prom. I didn't get a chance to walk across stage. I didn't go on a senior trip or anything like that. I didn't have a yearbook. I didn't have a high school ring. I don't have any of that. I have none of that. But I also understand the choices that I made by not going to class, by cutting class, by not doing homework. That is the reason for it. Would I change that? Absolutely. But but the journey that's got me where I'm at now, that had to happen the way it did. It could have happened different, but it had to happen that way so I can learn and then also now push whatever knowledge that I have to other people. For a while, I was a coach, a basketball coach, teaching kids, And I was explaining to them, hey, I was an after school program teacher. I was telling people, hey, study, do what you need to do your homework. I was making sure they were doing their homework while I wasn't even doing mine. So if it was something I wanted to change, it's actually giving my mom. It all comes down to this: giving my mom an opportunity to see me walk across my high school stage. Like I'm going back to school, but I wanted I wanted that for my mom. She got to see it from my little sister, and I'm happy she did. But I wanted that for her to
I
see me.
understand. I
Like
understand.
I didn't want it to make it, I'll say, as difficult as I did, because I was never a bad child. I wasn't a disrespectful child. I was just lazy in certain aspects, and it made it harder, especially when she started raising my little sister and myself by herself. So all the thing I had to do was go to school. So, but yeah.
I got one story.
Hmm.
I'll make it quick. And this is the
Okay.
story that changed how I looked at things. I was sitting on a train. I had just started one of my new schools, and these two girls were starting with me. I didn't know them; they didn't know me. They were starting with me, and I was trying to ignore them the first two stops or whatever. And then my cousin gets on at Franklin Avenue on the 2 and 3 train. This is wintertime. And I'm like, we going back and forth. We cursing each other out bad, me and these two girls. So they're like, we gonna fuck you up when we get to Utica. And I'm like, bet, like, for real, let's do this, right? So I was like, I'll take them all on. When we all get to Utica, the 3 train is pulling in because I took the 3 going towards New Lots. And I'm going to fight these girls. And I look in the hand and I see that girl had a scalpel in her hand.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm outmatched at this point. And most of their friends ended up on the platform. Can I tell you by the grace of God? They got on one cart, I got on the other. And they were trying to come towards my cart, but it was the conductor cart
Uh,
that prohibited that, right? And I stayed on the train. They eventually got off. I stayed on, but it made me look at things into perspective. It was like, yo, everything could have been fucked up for me over because I could not keep my mouth shut. And it really wasn't that serious. And that experience then, I never saw them again. They never saw me again. You get what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, my mother was like, you're gonna have to take the bus to school for a while. You can't take the train. But from that moment on, it changed how I approached conflict.
mhm.
And that was one of the last times I had gotten into a fight, in high school. Because I
Yeah,
was like, if I didn't look and reacted, if I didn't think before I reacted, they would have mangled my whole shit up.
it'd have been nuts.
Yeah. But God had his hand on me that day.
Yeah, and God has. I definitely. That's something I definitely want to probably add on to the next episode where we talk about something like that. Those things that some of those situations, not
Yeah, let's do
all.
that because I have a crazy
Yeah,
one.
yeah, not all of these things, but there's a few. I know we all have something for sure that has changed our perspective on life and how we move and things that stuff that definitely could have put us in a whole different spots in our lives. But that is all for the Yerrr Sports Show. Follow us on all social media platforms at Yerrr Sports Show. Follow BK Matt at Henny Bobby Brown 25. Follow me at the Wise Brother. Follow Tay if you can find her, but you'll definitely find her on Threads. And caution, caution. Proceed with caution. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because you don't only got to worry about her. We always watch it. Well, I'm always watching. So, but for Henny Bobby Brown, that is finishing up his explosive diarrhea duties for the Queen Queen Tay, aka Tay Hova. It is your boy, the Wise Brother, aka Big Baby, signing off. Peace. And one more thing, if y'all ain't hear it at the beginning, y'all gonna hear it again right now.
I ain't got no motherfucker. That's why I ain't fucking your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Say money. First off, fuck your bitch and I click you claim. Last time I mean I come equipped again. You claim to be a player, but I pack your fight. Who Boston bad boys, nigga, fuck for life. Last movie and I see me be caught. I see because Malajun and Mafia some more gas bitches. Say money.